Alright guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. Gardner Josh, good to see you, brother. How you doing? Okay guys, so we're doing a live stream today, answer questions and cover a couple things too. So if you got questions for me, make sure you put that at Survival Living so I can actually see it pop up. It makes it easier for me to find it because I'm not 100% just yet. Alright, first thing I want to cover. We recently did a video, I believe it was our last video, talking about the length of canned goods and stuff. Now, in the video, if you actually watch and listen to the video, I said home canning, your best buy is 12 to 18 months. I didn't say it expired at 12 to 18 months. I said best buy, and as preppers, we know what the best buy date means. It means it's the most tasteful of the food. I didn't say anything about it expiring in 12 to 18 months. If you go back and watch it again, I clearly said best buy. What I did say is, for the ones that say that if you can your food, you're good for 20 years, no. Not many of that food will last 20 years if you can it yourself. All right, that's what I was addressing. I never said that it would expire in 18 months. I said this is the best buy. All right, so let's clear that up. Texas, good to see you, man. How are you doing? Excuse me. How's it going, everybody? I'm trying to make sure I can read everyone's thing. My sinuses are acting up from this stuff I've got, so it makes my my eyes hurt. It's a strain on the optic nerves. Sweet Tea, how are you doing? I'm better than what I was. I'm still just exhausted. It's on. WWE3 is rolling at 100 miles an hour. Yeah, I do want to cover that today, as calmly and as medicated as I can. NyQuil is great, right? Even during the daytime. Okay, guys, I've talked about the food shortages. I actually pulled up information and was reading off what they're claiming is short in Walmarts and other stores. I did see the comments. Well, I just checked, my state's fully stocked. I don't know how the hell you checked your entire state, but awesome. And anyway, get your food prepped. Get it ready. Just because your store's stocked right now doesn't mean it's going to stay stocked, okay? But to each their own. Some people you just cannot reach. They don't want to hear it. It's automatically fear point if you tell them they need to go do something. So, hey, whatever. I'm not worried about it. You can call me fear porn, whatever. That's quite all right. My family will be fed. My family will be warm. My family will have power. My family will be safe when this shit hits the fan. There you go. It's up to you what you do for your family entirely. I've never once said anything about mortgaging your homes. I've always said be smart. We've shown how to do it on a budget for a very long time. Hell, we still do. We do. Never once did I say you need to go out and go run buy this right now. Never once. Even when we show our affiliate programs, I've even shown the affiliate foods and the power supplies and stuff and said, you can survive without this. You don't have to have it. It just makes things easier. That's it. So, with Taiwan and China, back in '79, I believe it was, I forget the actual agreement that was signed between the United States and China. We were not going to be interfering with Taiwan. Diplomacy and all that stuff. We would keep troops out of Taiwan, all this other stuff. So China's losing their crap right now, and because they found out that we had U.S. troops there in Taiwan training defense training there for Taiwan. They've already known about this. This is just an excuse for them to raise Cain even more and declare, grounds of war and everything else. But the fact is, guys, South China Sea, all that stuff right there it's been building up to it. It's been building up for a while. That's where it's going to start. When does it start? I don't know. I know it doesn't look good. Look how many times China's invaded Taiwan airspace. They want Taiwan. No matter what, they want it. They said they're going to take it. They will take it by military force. They said they would take it by military force by 2025. That is them saying it. I think it'll happen before then. I really do. If that happens, we will get drawn into it. We will. It might not be till 2025. I don't know. I don't know when we're going to get drawn into it. But if conflict does arise there, we're going to get pulled into it for sure. What do you think is going to happen to this country? All right. Now, if it happens there in the South China Sea, our country may be okay. All right, we're way over here. But I also want to point out a couple of things for you guys. Remember all the cyber hacks. Our country is always under attack of cyber hacks. All the time. It's well documented. You can just do a simple search and they'll be happy to give you all the paperwork on all the cyber hacks this country goes through. Everywhere from our water supply to our power grid to government computer systems, the whole 9 yards. Now, with that being said, we don't know what type of Trojan horses have been put in. We don't know how many backdoor systems have been engaged. They can shut things down, all right? So it doesn't even take boots on the ground to actually mess with this country here. We also talked about EMPs, all right? With all the shipping containers you got off the, sorry guys, I'm trying to concentrate. My head's still cloudy right now. You got all the shipping containers off of California, Gulf of Mexico now, all right? When the last time I did that video, I said I didn't see nothing in the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, we got a bunch in the Gulf of Mexico now. We got a bunch off of New York Harbor. We are surrounded with shipping containers, okay? Now, it could be because of a labor issue is why they are all backed up. Or I also heard on Marfugo they're talking about chassis to move the stuff. Okay. It does not take much for the enemy to slip something in this. Amongst everything else, it does not take much for the enemy to slide a intercontinental ballistic missile system through a submarine sitting right underneath all the cargo ships. Hey, there's so much traffic there. How are you going to ping that there's a sub there? You're not. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying, hey guys, look at this stuff. It just very possibly could happen. So, we are setting up a stage. The theater for this is set up. Will it happen? I don't know. I'm not taking any chances. I don't want to get caught with my pants around my ankles when it does happen. And neither should you. I'm not saying run to the store and spend every last dollar you got. Please do not do that. But don't back off on your preps. Right now, my recommendation for anybody is to worry about your food stock. Worry about some type of alternative power. If it's just a gasoline generator, okay, work on storing up some fuel. Because if the power goes out, you need to be able to heat your home. You need to be able to refrigerate foods, all right? Refrigeration on food is not really main priority if you are a prepper, as far as you got a lot of canned goods and dry goods. But let's say that you don't have a lot of that stuff, all right? Let's say that you have a lot of livestock and your process is, culling off some of your livestock. Well, having a way to refrigerate that meat's going to be a lot better than trying to just heat up as much as you can in one day and hope that the rest doesn't go bad. You know what I'm saying? Let's scroll in here, guys. Give me a second. I got 10-year-old bacon. Yeah, food lasts a very long time. Magic Prepper, how's it going, brother? Good to see you, man. Bouncing in for just a moment. Foggy Mountain, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Virginia Roots, how you doing? It's time for parents and their kids to have exits from the school system. Travis, yes, that's another great topic I want to talk about, Travis. So if you guys have been keeping up with the news, I want to say it's Virginia. I could be wrong in the state. All right, so we had parents going to parent-teacher meetings and parents voicing their distaste in what is being taught to their children and protesting that, no, you're not going to be teaching this to our children. No. See, the thing is, what's messed up is teachers, principals, school boards, all that stuff, you don't just get the position because you applied for it and there you go. The school boards, last I checked, was voted into school board and stuff like that. But these people get in these positions of power and they start doing their own agendas. Okay? Now, these parents are trying to protest this stuff, and the school board filed petition to the President of the United States, to the Department of Justice, and the FBI on basically labeling parents domestic terrorists, because of protesting their agenda, basically. I was homeschooled for a long time, all right? I do understand the ins and outs and the sacrifice it takes to homeschool children. It's a lot. It takes a lot. All right. And most parents today are both working 2 jobs. That's just the way it is. It sucks, but that's the way it is. And you rely on the public school system to educate your children. So I can't get up here and say every single one of you parents need to pull out your kids and homeschool, because I'm not creating you a answer. I'm actually creating you more problems. It's difficult to homeschool your children. Do I support it? 100%. I support homeschooling your kids. Absolutely. But at the same time, I'm also saying it's hard, especially when it takes 2 parents right now to raise your kids, to bring an income for your home. So one of those parents are going to wind up having to drop out of the workforce to take care of the children. And now you just cut your income in half. What about these single parents? What are they going to do? I mean, unless they've got a job, they can work at home, but most people don't have that option. They're working at Taco Bell as many shifts as they can just to make sure their kids clothed. And while they're doing that, they're also trying to put money back to, get some food put back for the children. It's difficult. I'm not saying this is an actual answer. I wish it was. I wish there was more of a coalition for people to homeschool the children and actually have ways of doing it. Some type of, I don't know. There's got to be an answer for it. I do not have the intelligence to come up with that. That is not my field. I just wish that there was an option there for people can enroll for that type of support. But it's not going to happen in this country as far as a agency to help you be a homeschooler, not government funded anyway. See here. Gardner Josh, I'm headed to buy my food, stock some food. Gardner Josh, yeah, brother, absolutely, man. And once I get feeling better and everything, man, we're going to have you on our channel. I've just been with everything from the Pathfinder School and then my outdoor survival stuff I was doing, and now being sick, man, I've just been behind on all of our live stream appointments and stuff. Going to have to get a generator, Matt. Yeah, like I said, on the generator, guys, just even a gas power generator. That's what we started with, a gas power generator. We've got one. We got all kind of extra parts and stuff for, so I can rebuild it. I'm a mechanic, so I know how to rebuild just about anything. If I can rebuild an engine, at my first carburetor I rebuilt at the age of 12. So I mean, I'm a mechanically inclined. So having these spare parts, fluids, and stuff like that to rebuild them is a good idea. Our local supermarket is still good, but prices skyrocket. No Walmart close by to check. Dollar General is sketchy. Travis, looking for a vacuum sealer now. Vacuum sealer is a great option. It really is. We use ours all the time. We went through Amazon. I used to have a really expensive vacuum sealer, and finally after a couple of years it just died on me. It's like a $70 system. And then I went and bought one on Amazon. I think it was like 20 bucks, maybe a little less. I think it was around 20 bucks. And that's the one I started doing on the channel, showing that one. And it's been working great. As a matter of fact, I bought a secondary one just for a backup. We're still using the first one, and we use it every single week. I think Magic Prepper actually bought the same one back when we both first started our channels. I think he was using the exact same one. All right, scrolling through here. I heard a few say in chats, the Winter Soldier, that dollar stores are closing all over the country. Virginia roots, I haven't heard that. I would not be surprised. And this is the reason why I'm going to say I'm not going to be surprised. Most of Dollar Trees, well, you said Dollar General, didn't you? Or dollar stores. All right, most of your Dollar Trees, most of the products that come through are from China. I mean, they are. So with a shipping issue, and this is what I've been finding out about shipping too, besides just cargo ships off, sorry guys, besides just the cargo ships off our coastline, the two major ports in China are not shipping. There's nothing coming out. Besides just the dollar store products, that's concerning, because I can live with that dollar store. Don't get me wrong, I've shopped at dollar store, and I've had to shop at dollar stores. All right, there's nothing wrong with shopping there. A lot of our medication comes from China. A lot. A lot of our antibiotics, vitamin C, and there's some other vitamins and stuff, supplements, come from China. Now, I get the frustration from people that we are so dependent on China for imports. I do. But that's because our country was sold out a long time ago. That's why. Our governors, our senators, our politicians are the one that greased the palms of their hands and sold out the country. That's why everything's made over there and shipped over here. But now there's also a lot of stuff too. All right, so let's say that there's an IV company here in America, but their packaging is cheaper to have it packaged in China, or a packaged material made in China that's shipped over here so they can make the IV bag. So all that stuff takes into correlation too. I mean, you might have an IV company here that makes IVs, but you know, the fluid and everything for IV, but they don't have the packaging material because it's subbed out to China, which makes it cheaper, which in turn makes it cheaper for Americans to have. It's just the way the system is set up. They went so intertwined with our supply and demand and manufacturing. Everything's so intertwined. It's like a spider web of connections. And as soon as you pull one of those strings, it all buckles. And that's what's happening. All right, scrolling through here. I hear people talking in the back. Dusty Data, good to see you, brother. How are you doing? All right. All right, guys, give me a second while I shut my car door, because while I'm live streaming, I got people who wants to walk by and start talking. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. You ever heard of photo bombing? Well, I got a couple family members that like to do that. I don't know why. They know I'm here filming, and they'll come out. They're never outside, but as soon as I'm outside filming, they see me and they just start, "Hey, are you out? Are you live?" No shit, Sherlock. No, I'm talking to the camera. Just be doing it. Imports will cease. Less food. Hawkeye. Yeah. So we did a video a little while back. I was talking about some of our food imports that come to America. We import a lot of food, and I was talking about what type of foods they were and stuff like that. So yeah, importing. We're always importing food. We manufacture some food, don't get me wrong, but there is a huge supply that's going to get locked down. We're going to see prices go through the roof. It's basically supply and demand, guys. Basic economics on this stuff. If there's less supply, prices will go up. If you can't afford it, you just have to go without. Now, will there be some type of something to eat? Well, I'm not taking the chance. I'm stocking up as much as I can. We've always stocked up, and we can continue to do that because I'm not taking a chance on this. I'm not going hungry. Snafu Snaps, good to see you, brother. How are you doing? All right, scrolling through here, guys. All right. I wonder if all these containers are being held off port to check for hidden. I don't think they are, Travis. Mainly because I haven't seen anything as far as my connections in the military, and I am former military. I do have some connections, not as many as I used to because it's been a while. But what I have in connection wise, no one's checking these ships. They're just sitting there. There's no, I mean, I've seen comments where they use satellites to check these ships. They're using the Navy nuke sniffers. They're using this. They're using that. When you can, please make sure you show me the information where you're actually tracking these naval ships and Coast Guard ships and stuff like that, where they're actually doing these inspections, because of right now, there has not been any inspection by Naval or Coast Guard on these cargo ships. Now, if you say there is, please show me that information because I'm not seeing any. I've seen several military vehicles filled with men driving around DC. We're going to be seeing a lot more of that, that's for sure. Club K containers, yep. The reason for all the cargo ships is a payment for trading China, Afghanistan. It's a possibility. I do know we did a video a while back about something was open. I was sitting in my truck. I was talking about all the military withdrawal from that country, and we left all that military equipment, and I said something's fixing to happen. Yeah, something's fixing to happen. It's coming. This stuff with Taiwan and China, you think we're going to leave troops over there in that country knowing that this might just pop off? No, we pulled out for a reason. It's not because of the grand scheme of the current administration being smart. No, they know something's fixing to happen. You don't want your troops left out there. I saw comments, well, it was only 5,000 troops. That's not going to make a difference. We don't just leave troops. I don't know where the hell some people get their opinions from. Americans don't just leave troops and just abandon 5,000 troops. Now, has it happened? Yeah, it has happened, but they try not to. Now, if you want to talk about some situation like the butcher of Benghazi, yeah, that was a screw up, but that was set up too. All that stuff was set up. But yeah, we pull our troops out because something's going to happen. I'm sorry, I got people standing right back here talking while I'm on my live stream. When you're sick, you just get irritated real quick. At least I do. All right. How do you store the gas? I store the gas in a rotational stock. Gasoline lasts for a while. You can also get fuel additives for your gasoline to extend the life of it. I've done some videos on that. As a matter of fact, if you go into my playlist on, I believe it is off-grid power. Oh, it's a couple months ago. I did a video on cycling gasoline and adding how long it lasts and stuff. All right, scrolling through here. Something is going to go very soon, south very soon. Yeah, I definitely do believe it. Modern Refuge, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. All right, guys, I'm trying to scroll back through here. Yeah, it's all of a sudden freaking like 90 degrees here. It's been freaking nasty weather. So when I come out here to do my live stream, I have my door open to let it air out a little bit so it's not so freaking hot. Now if I can just keep everyone from coming around here and talking while I'm trying to do a live stream, that'd be awesome. All right, scroll through here. All right, Jeep broke down. Excuse me. Dangerous Freedom, good to see you, brother. How are you doing? Just getting ready to head out. I'll be on the road listening. I'm not going to be on long, brother. I just came on here to talk to everybody, try to answer some questions and get my ideas out on some of these things. I don't have the energy to stay out that long. Sorry, I'm just in a bad mood. I really am. It's like I'm just surrounded by stupid. Not you guys here. I'm talking about right here at my house. Just freaking irritating sometimes. All right, where are the Frito corn chips? Huh, good question. I don't know where the Frito corn chips are. Sound like mortar shrapnel. Hoot Owl, how are you doing, brother? Good to see you, my friend. All right, scrolling through here, guys. I'm trying to catch questions and stuff. Love from Denmark. Denmark, good to see you. Hopefully things are good there in Denmark. I do know I got a lot of friends that are in the UK area that come here on the channel, and they're seeing a lot of shortages there. We covered the natural gas shortage that they were going to be expecting there as far as the byproducts from that, because the fuel that they needed for certain things, and now they don't have certain gases for certain products. So yeah, I mean, it's just trickling all the way across the board. Don't overdo it. Keep your health up. Yeah, I'm just going to take it easy for the rest of the day. I heard China stopped all export. Herman up. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too. I heard that the two big ports there have shut down as far as having anything leave. Now, I had released a tweet back when that one port had shut down. And I just recently found out about the second port. I believe it was Marfugal News. Marfugal TV was covering that the other night about the second port being shut down. All right, scrolling through here. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get caught up here in the chat. When I get to talking, sometimes I try to answer as much as I can here in the chat, but I get distracted sometimes. It doesn't take much to distract me. So gas was $3.36 a gallon in Western New York. Yeah, our gasoline just went up. It's $3.30 something here. My wife just told me. And I'm expecting to see a 40% increase in gasoline alone. 40% increase. Those are the reports I'm reading. So if you're paying $3, 50% is $1.50 more. Yeah, everything's fixing to go up. Everything. Spam is $5 a can now, Scott. I have not went to the store to go buy anything since our last weekly prep. I know milk was $5 a gallon when my brother went the other day. I still got to go out and do a weekly shop. I got to see what I can do. I'm gonna have to scavenge it between shopping centers. I know I'm not gonna be able to get everything at Walmart this time. I'm gonna have to space my stuff out. Luckily though, it's just filling holes is what we're doing. We don't have to go and panic buy on anything. We got a lot of stuff put back. All right, scroll through here. Bobby Yak, our Burger King closed in Indiana due to food shortage. I'm not surprised one bit on that. I definitely do appreciate you updating us on that. I can't open up that door. It's causing the light to fluctuate. The milkmaid, good to see you. All right. Scrolling through here. Are you busy now? Hey, do you know how to work on cars? That's up, Thomas. Yeah, actually I do. I used to work for the dealership. I've been working on cars my whole life. Well, since I was a little kid, I was out there with my dad, and I got certified mechanic. I was actually certified mechanic on brakes and suspension before I became a welder. You can take those home courses, and I learned how to do that first, and got my mail-in certification back when I was 17, and then I went to welding school later on. And then later, I went and worked for the dealership. I even worked at little grease pro places, you know, changing out oil and stuff like that there for a while. What they call them, lube techs, tire buster. I worked as a tire buster for a while before becoming a mechanic. All right, Birmingham, Alabama, seeing shelves 100%. Seeing empty shelves 100%. Yeah, we're going to see more and more of this. It's funny. I had somebody comment. Hey, it could be troll, whatever, but just mentality. Let's say it wasn't a troll. God, sorry guys. Every time I move it, the lights are freaking fluctuating. Let's see if I can turn this. They said me talking about food shortages was causing more food shortages because people were going to panic buy. No. All I'm doing is repeating what the freaking news is casting. Stuff I've already been talking about for almost 3 years now, come April, about food shortages coming, because we were covering the droughts. We were covering about the damaged food crops that were coming out of our fields that the USDA was not really giving the full information on, when I was actually talking to farmers in Nebraska about what was going on. And everyone's like, oh no, there's plenty of food here at my store. I got a loaf of bread now. Yeah, but eventually it trickles down. They can only kick the can so far down the road, and then all of a sudden, oh shit. And right now, we're at the oh shit moment. All right, scrolling through here. Russia, Germany, the list goes on. Started citizen in the past. History repeats itself. Yes, history does repeat itself. Really does. You can learn a lot from history. That's why we prep. I mean, we know what can happen and will happen again. It always repeats. All right. Scrolling through here, guys. All right. Well, I just can't. I'm just not able to keep up, guys. I'm trying to. I did see Farmer Son prepping. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm still underneath the weather. I just want to come on here and talk to you guys right fast and let you know my thoughts on some things. Please keep prepping. We talked about something was coming. You can see this stuff with China and Taiwan right now. I believe this is why we pulled our troops back. Now, as far as the country itself, I'm expecting blackouts, either from cyber attack shutdowns. I hope not. EMP blasts. If you take out our communication, and if you cripple this country with an EMP blast, we're out of the fight there in South China Sea. All right, we are. I hope it doesn't come to that, but I don't know what's going on with all these freaking ships sitting off our coast. Anything could be put there. Like I said in that one video, if I was to do something, I would use that disaster as a cover to slip in and to do something. That's what I do. But, maybe most people are not like me. I think our enemy thinks that way. China is running out of coal. Anytime that there's a resource struggle, no, I got bronchiolitis. I get it every year, Billy Bird. I ain't got the coof. Every year since I was a kid, I get bronchiolitis. Every year. And it's every year this time of year, right when the season change starts going into fall, I get it every single time. So, I mean, if this is the coof, I wish it was, because all I had was congestion in my bronchial tubes, sinus problems, and I'm on the upside of it within a couple of days. So that's why they want to shut down the whole world. I wish this was it. This way I could blow them out, and it's, here's some facts for you. It's a severe cold. I mean, come on, shut down the whole world for this. No, they shut down the whole world for this so they could cripple the country, cripple everything. They can make some changes. Homestead Homeboy, definitely do appreciate the super chat there. I do see the super sticker, boss. I definitely do appreciate that, man. Shipwreck, how long do you think it'll take for all people to eat up all the fish from rivers, creeks once everything shuts down? 6 months? That's what I think. I don't think so. Mainly because most people don't know how to fish. Most people don't. we got plenty of waterways and stuff like that for freshwater fish. I think that most of the population would die of starvation before they overfish our resources here in America. Let's face it, most people are dumb. Most people will not get off their couch to do anything. Most people that like to type on these prepping channels and survival channels about, oh, well, I'll tell you, they haven't left their couch in 30 years. So no, I don't think it's gonna be 6 months. I think we're gonna see most of the population die off within 2 months because they don't have any food stockpile. They won't even make it out to the woods. And then if they do go out to the woods to go to these creeks and rivers and streams that, as a train ride, I've been in places that away from everything by 100 miles. There's nothing around, nobody. And they will never make it out to these locations. They'll die in the woods before then. No skills at all. Even with top of the line gear, if you don't know how to use it appropriately, you will die out in the woods. It doesn't matter how great your gear is. If you're incompetent and don't know how to use it, you just ain't gonna make it. Not you personally, I mean the thoughts. People in general as far as that goes. Cherokee Survival, good to see you, brother. How are you doing? Remember when you treated the flu with hot soup, warm tea instead of, yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and log off. I am still, like I said, not feeling good. I'm freaking sweating bullets here. I'm not feeling good at all. So I'm gonna rest up. I don't know. I was gonna try to do a video earlier today, but that didn't happen. I couldn't keep my mind focused. That's why I wanted to do a live stream so I can at least kind of keep on track of things while I was talking, at least talk to you guys about it. So anyway, guys, definitely do appreciate all the support that we get from you guys, really do. I'm going to go rest up a little bit and hopefully here next couple of days have this stuff kicked out of my chest and be back at it. I'm hoping anyway. All right, guys. Talk to y'all later.